Hello, Alexander?
Yes, what do you want?
I believe I met a colleague of yours today, Dominique. She mentioned to me that you worked at the clinic. I was hoping I could ask you some questions.
Very well. Come in.
Thank you. This is my friend Emily. She passed away recently.
Yes. I was at the clinic when your friend was there, but purely in an advisory capacity. I couldn't comment on her treatment.
Why did the clinic close?
Yeah. Series of patient disappearances. Suicides. Over the years, it led to its closure.
I spoke to the vicar, and he told me the story of Agnes.
That man's a fool. He believes in God, but doubts the existence of evil. Ridiculous.
So you believe there's some truth in this curse?
Oh, yes. This house has been under dark clouds for hundreds of years. Ever since my ancestor foolishly impregnated that stupid maid.
Do you live here on your own?
Now, yes. My wife left years ago. I would have gone too if I hadn't have believed that I would have taken the curse with me.
You believe the curse would follow you?
Oh, yes. Just as I'm sure I drew it to the clinic. All those vulnerable people. It's an angry spirit. It preys on those who are emotionally open to it.
Could it all just be a coincidence? People take their lives and go missing all the time.
Yeah. The good Reverend hasn't told you the full story, has he? My ancestor was an arrogant man. He was also stupid. A man in his position should never have gone near one of his domestic staff. I mean, a maid, for goodness sake. I suppose her being Swedish must have added an air of exoticism. Of course, the inevitable happened. Usually these things are handled discreetly, but for some reason she thought he would acknowledge her as the father of her child. A preposterous idea back then. She had to leave, of course.
How can you do this to me? How can you do this to me? I am your child. Okej! Jag går! Men jag hatar dig för att göra här med mig! Förbanna dig och ditt hus!
The other staff turned their backs on her. Nobody in the village would help. Quite alone, with no family to turn to, she was left with almost no choice. They say that a soul that dies in a state of rage leaves a curse. Well, Agnes cursed us all that day.
So people believe these deaths were because of her.
Records in this house were very carefully kept. Particularly so on an estate so heavily reliant on agriculture. The phases of the moon were noted. Agnes's death was remarked on at the time because of the blood moon that appeared in the sky on the night of her death.
A lunar eclipse.
Indeed. 2 years on, and Agnes was barely remembered, until the next blood moon appeared in the sky. That night, a maid in the house swore she'd seen Agnes on the stairs, whispering to her. The days went on, and she became more and more hysterical, claiming she heard Agnes speaking to her wherever she went. The next morning, the estate steward found the maid hanging from a tree. After that, we grew to fear the appearance of a blood moon.
Even now.
Let me show you something. Out there used to be the outbuildings that the servants lived in.
What happened?
I had it burned to the ground. When one of the servants started complaining about a woman who'd be seen in the building at night, I'd finally had enough.
So you set it on fire?
Fire was the only way to drive her out. The vicar's predecessor was very helpful in this matter. He was a far more enlightened man.
But has she been seen in the village?
Oh, yes. By the lake where she died. I really don't recommend you go there.
I just want to know if she had anything to do with what happened to my friend.
Look, I hope you find your answers. But if I were you, I'd leave this accursed place.
Hello? Anybody here?
Oi! What's your game? You shouldn't be here. This is a closed site.
There was someone in there. They were following me.
Oh, there's always weirdos hanging about this place. It's bloody dangerous.
No, this is something different. There was someone behind me. I swear.
Well, we aren't there now. And what do you think you were doing, wandering about like that?
My friend was a patient here. I just wanted to see it for myself.
I don't think so. Well, this place has been closed more than 20 years.
No, she was here 2 years ago.
This place was closed up after the fire broke out on the ward. They moved all the mental stuff to some other place.
I see you didn't take my advice. That is unfortunate.
I'm sorry. I had to know if you know who this is.
Yes, this is Lucy. Unfortunate girl went missing from here a few years ago now. 3, to be precise.
Do you know why?
I have no idea. You could try talking to her father, Matthew. He still lives in the village, but I really wouldn't advise it.
Why not?
It left him in a certain fragile state. He lives on his own now.
Thank you.
You should stay away from this. No good can come of it. Your friend is gone. There's nothing you can do about that.
I just need to know the truth.
There are some answers you should not be looking for, Christina.
This is so awkward.
Hello, Matthew?
It is. What can I do for you?
We were wondering if we could talk to you about your daughter.
Oh. Well, I suppose you'd better come in then.
Our friend recently passed away, and we felt that it might have something to do with what happened to your daughter.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear about your friend, but I can't see what it would have to do with Lucy.
Our friend Emily had an interest in what happened to your daughter. She had a photo of her.
Why would she be interested in someone who ran away from home?
Well, we don't know, but we were hoping that you could maybe help us.
Well, I can certainly try.
Did she talk about anything strange before she ran away?
Look, I don't see why I need to talk about this.
It's probably just a coincidence. My friend's sister actually ran away from home. She was gone a year before she got back in contact with her parents. So there's always hope.
Well, I do wonder when she'll get back in touch. It's so very difficult not knowing.
I can just imagine.
I know this could be difficult, but could I see her room? just to see if there's any notes or anything that could relate to our Emily.
Yes, if you like. We had a good look round after she left, but we couldn't find anything.
Thank you, Matthew. That's really nice of you.
I have to say my wife has probably made things worse. She's constantly at me for support, financial I mean, and I just don't have it anymore, and I don't know what to do.
So, did you find anything that might help you?
I didn't, unfortunately, but thanks for helping us out.
No problem.
Did you really not find anything?
I think I did.
I thought we were never going to get out of there. Did you smell the drink on him?
I know. Poor guy.
Do you think this is the lake she was talking about?
That's the only one in Alexander's estate, so it must be the one she drowned herself in.
So is this where she's supposed to have drowned?
I guess.
How can you kill yourself and your child? Do you think we should be doing this?
I just want to know what Emily was thinking, why she would do it.
Do you remember what she said in her note?
About what?
Don't follow me where I'm going.
I know.
What if she meant this?
I'm going to take a look around, see if I can find that orchard that Lucy mentioned in her diary. It's got to be near here somewhere.
I'm not going anywhere.
Charlotte, come on. There's a pathway through the trees.
What is this place?
Maybe it's the clinic Emily went to.
Ugh, gives me the creeps. Let's not stay here too long.
Wait. I think we're here.
What are you looking for?
I don't really know. Maybe let's look round the back. Maybe this is a way in.
You think this is a good idea?
Hold this.
I don't think we should be doing this.
Charlotte? She's here. Charlotte? 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 even possible?
Hello? Charlotte? Charlotte, where are you? Charlotte? Charlotte? Charlotte, if you're there, bloody come out! Charlotte! Please come out!